Magic 89.9.
Today's best music, Magic 89.9. Lady Gaga's Abracadabra. I'm still feeling it. It's the wrong person to ask. My partner here. Hi. Welcome to Pit Stop. Ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate radio show where we take a break, refuel on motoring news, and hit the road with expert insights. I'm Tina Ryan. With me is...
Hey, guy. Good afternoon, everyone.
May last name ka naman ba, diba? First name basis.
Complete, eh, no? Hey, guy, Quesada here.
Hi, I'm Tina, and with me is...
Tina ka nga lang, eh.
Diba? So whether you're a daily commuter, a weekend road tripper, or a full-blown car enthusiast, we've got something for you. Today's very exciting because medyo big time ang... Big time talaga, no? No, my mom loves this guy, dude. My mom got so excited when I told her yesterday. I go, Mom, makinig ka tomorrow, ah. Guess ko si Colonel Nabriha. Naks!
Yeah.
And then she goes, please tell Colonel I love him. No, parehas kasi silang tough eh. Tough love. Oh my gosh. You should hear the horror stories in my neighborhood when my mom was kapitana.
Yeah.
Priceless. Buti hindi pa uso Tulfo nun. But anyway, I want to say hi to the beautiful ladies, our interns from LaSalle, to Camille, Kai, and Sophia. She's the new one. Hi, Sophia. I walked in here, I'm like, she's new. Hi, Sophia. Ladies, Kai and Camille, thank you for helping me with the playlist. Okay,
They're all from LaSalle.
They are.
Very good choice.
Oh, she's not. Where are you from? Oh, from UST.
UST.
We were there last week.
My mom came from UST. My mom's from UST.
Aw,
My late mom.
Go step. Okay. Actually, I passed tourism in USD, but I started working here already, so I had to give way. I mean, I had to let that go.
Why tourism?
Because I didn't have the balls to take the upcut.
No, but why tourism?
Wala akong maisip eh. Kasi I wanted parang conservatory of music. But then I'm like, okay, what's my future gonna be? Diba?
Naalala ko tuloy, no? Singer ka nga pala.
Then kumakanta talaga ako, guys. Oo.
Tina used to sing back in the day, no?
Oh, yeah.
Like
I still do in the shower.
1980s. Oh, no, I remember watching.
Patayin natin ang mic.
I remember watching some of your gigs, right? Like,
no, that was... did you ever catch me?
Not Tiendecitas.
No,
Metro Walk.
Aruba. Balcony in Palanca. I did that. I did a 2-year gig there as well. It's a fun crowd.
I remember that.
Those were the days.
Yep.
When I can still party till 3 in the morning.
You were still 55 then.
Now,
right?
I'm in bed by 9. I'm totally ignoring him. Welcome to Pit Stop again. So if you have any questions for our special guest, now is the perfect time to send them in. We are live via playback.tv/magic899. We got a few motoring news as well. So we'll get to that in a bit. Right now, let's make way for the request of these wonderful ladies. And I think you guys have to leave now because Ryan wants all of you in his office. Hala.
Fired agad.
I know, diba? Hala. Boss Ryan na yan ah. Going in. Bye, ladies. So again, Pit Stop in full force till 5 o'clock. Do join us. Right now it's 17 featuring DJ Khaled with Love, Money, and Fame on today's best music.
Magic 89.9.
Magic 89.9.
Today's best music, Magic 89.9. Travis Scott with 4x4. 3:37, time check brought to you by Rexona. Just like Beanie, mag-Rexona lagi para fresh palagi. Well, anong fresh 4x4 out there, bud? Egay Quesada with me here on Pit Stop. Anything that you've driven lately?
4x4?
Yeah?
Wala
pa? Are there, any 4x4s coming out in the market?
Well, the BYD Shark.
Oh, is that the pickup?
No, yeah, the pickup.
Oh, I saw that. I've been watching a lot of reviews and I'm just dying to try it.
Can't wait to try it out too.
When is it gonna come out here? Is it out here already or they haven't formally...
I've seen it
on display.
On Facebook only, but
okay.
I'm not sure if they've launched it already or soon too.
Let's call Mr. Bob Palanca.
Yeah.
Let's say, Sir Bob, let's ask because that thing, it looks so sweet.
Yes. So,
And it's electric. Tama
hybrid,
ba?
sorry.
Oh, hybrid. Oo.
So, it's the first hybrid. Actually, yun yung hinahabol ng Chang'an, no? But I guess, nauna yata ang Chang'an Hunter?
And is it here?
Or is it the BYD? I actually...
No, but the Hunter of Chang'an, is it here? Wala pa. Wala pa
I
rin.
don't think so.
Oo nga eh. Okay, maybe we'll call Jeff as well and find out when it's they're gonna release it. Okay,
Yep.
so I was, since I haven't had cable, I watch my news a bit late. I didn't know about the suspension of the driver's license of Angka CEO, Sir George.
Rijeka.
Yes.
Rijeka. So,
I actually had the pleasure of meeting him a few months ago at a Rotary event. So tell me what happened.
yeah, so last Feb 2, no, if you recall, Tina, we had we talked about this, no,
The suspension of the license naman.
No, the
Superman
two,
guys.
The two of them, right? One died, the other one survived.
And then he got his license revoked. Diba?
Yes,
Oh,
right.
okay.
So, some motorcycle groups organized this Make Marilaki Safe Again ride.
Okay.
It was one Sunday. It was on Feb 2. No? Nalimutan ko na kung Sunday ngayong Feb 2. Pero mukhang Sunday siya.
Wait, I have my calendar. Go ahead. Did you
February 2, no?
Did you go?
No.
Okay, Feb 2 is a Sunday, yeah.
Yes. So many motorcycle clubs went there. Even a few party list candidates.
Okay.
And one of them was George Rijeka representing ang Kasangga party
Yes,
list. Okay, that it came from Angkas, obviously,
Yeah.
right? So George is the first nominee of that party list, ang Kasangga.
Okay.
Now, on their way to Marilake, somewhere in Cainta, yung convoy ng ang Kasangga blocked the traffic.
How many riders
Hindi
participated?
ko alam, pero sa picture parang marami sila,
Okay,
di ba?
yeah, well-
Maybe 10, maybe 20, maybe 100. I'm not sure, no?
Okay. And
So,
nag-traffic.
Traffic, and syempre maraming naka-dashcam. Di ba? Maraming naka-dashcam. So, some people uploaded it on Facebook, and of course, they started saying that, this guy's just a candidate. What more if he wins? And blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so they kind of didn't see the purpose there. Okay.
Yes. So,
But not too many people are going to know they're on their way to Marilake to do to promote the safety, right?
yes, but these motorcycle riding men,
Yeah.
not, of course, obviously not a person in authority, not a policeman, not a barangay tanod, not an enforcer. Diba? Siyempre magko-complain ng tao, sino kayo to block us? Right?
Okay.
Diba? So,
that's where the problem started.
Yeah, so they
Okay.
uploaded the video on Facebook, photos, videos, and started saying, hindi pa nanalo yan. Diba? Pag nanalo, gaano ka abusado? So, yun ang mga sinasabi ng netizens. Right?
Yeah.
So,
Which they have every right to say naman, but okay.
of course. I've attended some motorcades before, right? Opening of a grocery store, a mall, etc. And these things, Tina, when you're the owner of a shop or whatever, you coordinate with your LGUs,
Yeah, the
diba?
local
To
barangay.
coordinate. Unang-una, papayagan ba? Kung pinayagan, they will manage the traffic for you. Okay?
Yes.
In the case of this ride to Marilake, ewan ko kung nakaka-coordinate kasi Marilake ang punta nila eh. Di ba hindi naman sa Cainta, di ba? Wala namang...
Wait, my question is, may nag-traffic sa kanila, di ba?
Yes,
Galing sa kanila.
Yeah.
Para
They stopped in the middle.
Para hindi maputol yung nila.
Yes,
yung,
the convoy.
Oh, man.
Doon ako isa pa yun sa kinaiinisan ko sa mga convoy eh. Especially funeral convoys,
Okay.
They shouldn't be turning on their hazard lights. Baka daw mawala sila. To me, you're a very stupid driver. Pag nawala ka sa funeral convoy, di ba?
Ano ba? Ba't namatayan na? Forget
No,
them na.
hindi naman namatay. Iba doon, kaibigan lang. Eh. Diba? Anyway, going back to George. So, George Rijeka issued a public apology.
Okay.
Okay, the buck stops here, sabi niya. Something like that.
Okay.
So, he went to the LTO and admitted to the mistakes of his men.
Okay.
And so, LTO Chief Vigor Mendoza, ang ginawa niya, sinuspend yung license ng 90 days. And made him pay the
Fine.
fine. Kung magkano man yun. No? It's not written in reports. I can't find. But yeah. So, suspended for 90 days. He paid the fine. So now, people are asking, is that...
I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm laughing. Okay. I'm not making fun of Sir George. Madami naman siyang kasal. Okay.
No, but,
Hindi niya na problema. Okay, so go ahead.
It's done, right? So now the people are asking, is that commensurate? Is that enough? Diba? For George. So,
Okay.
yan ang hanging question. Ako naman, personally, no, hindi ko pala alam. We can ask Colonel Lebria later.
Yeah,
No?
okay.
Kasi, for example, my son gets into an accident or gets into trouble regarding traffic rules.
Okay.
Gets apprehended. Can I go to the LTO or to say, okay, I take full responsibility, that's my son. Kahit na may lisensya yan. Pwede bang...
I see where you're coming from. Okay.
Pwede pala yun. I mean, I'm asking now, no? I wanna know. Pwede ba yun?
Well, we'll ask Colonel Lebria
Boss,
when he gets here.
kawawa naman yung anak ko, nagtatrabaho yan o nag-aaral yan. Kunyari lang, mas may oras po ako.
Yeah.
Can you just suspend my license? Pwede ba yung ganon? Kasi isa pang tinatanong, yung mismong nag-block, 1, 2, 3 or 4 riders yun eh. Nasa video naman, no? Sa akin, dapat hinanap din nila yan. Or, George Reca, being the CEO,
Surrendered them.
sinama mo, nung nagpunta ka sa LTO, dapat sinama mo na George yung kung sino man yung mga humarang sa kalsada. Para sila natikitan din.
Baka bumabiyahe.
You know?
Nagkahanap buhay.
Alam mo, I admire George for admitting pero alam mo, hindi dapat si George yung na-penalize. Siguro fine. Pero wag nyo na i-revoke yung license ni George. Wala naman siya dun sa nangharang And I'm sure, hindi rin naman inutos. Sorry, I'm not really sure. But most probably, George didn't ask his men to block traffic for the convoy.
Yeah.
Diba? Pero sana, George, nagpunta ka na dun, sinama mo na yun. Kung sino man yung mga yun na hindi naman nagpanggap, pero inakala nila dahil marami sila, they can control traffic.
Yeah. Okay, I get it.
Diba? So doon din nanggagaling yung ibang tao na, tingnan mo naman yung mga tao ni George Reca. Kandidato pa lang yan. Ganyan na sila.
But let's not... Yeah. But,
Of course.
okay,
But
okay.
you can't blame them. You
Of
can't
course.
blame the netizens. No?
Understood.
And alam mo naman, Tina, on social media, yung mga maraming sinasabi, yan pa yung sila mismo, ano rin yan, yung mga
Malupit,
violators din.
Malupit ang netizens.
Or
minsan.
they don't even have a valid driver's license. You know, they just, gusto lang nila meron silang participation sa mga ongoing issues.
OMG. Okay, so yeah, let's get his side maybe. I'll call somebody and ask. And I believe our special guest just walked in. We're going to just welcome him in a bit. Right now, I got to get back to more of the music as we welcome our guest. He just walked in. For those who just tuned in, this is Pit Stop, and we have Colonel Lebria, special guest. So if you have any questions, please send them our way, like right now. Now na. Hi, Ate Digna.
Magic 89.9.
Today's best music, Magic 89.9. Hey June's version of Everybody Wants to Rule the World. They were here this morning with Hannah Bacani. Direk Alvin, were they here? Did they show up? Because I wasn't able to tune in. But anyway, regardless of whether they were here or not, it's still a great song. Turns 40 years old this year. Ouch. Ouch. I feel the age kicking in. Welcome back to Pit Stop. Again, this is Tina Ryan, and along with my co-host,
Ekay Quesada here.
two are absent. One's down with I don't know if he's faking it, but I'm just kidding. No, he really is sick. The other one, Colonel, is just having fun in Japan. But pabaya-baya na lang din. Ganun lang no? Parang every other month nasa Japan. For those of you who just tuned in, I have been announcing since we started that we have a very special guest this afternoon, and he is finally here. Sabi ko kay Kuya Val, tikas pahinga ka ha.
Parade dress.
Because Colonel Lebria is in the house. Colonel, welcome back to the Magic Studio.
Yeah, it's nice to be back. The place is so familiar, and thank you for having me today.
I can't. Yeah, so he's like, this looks familiar. Nag-guest na pala si Colonel dito on the morning show with Mo. We're
Yes.
still trying to figure out who Mo's co-host was.
Yes.
When he joined when he got interviewed. But everybody on playback.tv/magic899, spread the word. We're also live on Facebook,
Oh, wow.
Magic899. So again, if you have any questions for our super astigna guest, please send them
Yes.
our way. Alex says hi already, Colonel. I guess you both go to CCF.
Yes.
Alex, hi Alex, longtime listener of the Magic. Colonel Labria, it's an honor to have you. I don't even know what to ask Colonel first. Except my mom's sending me messages already. Because my mom is such a fan. Bud, why don't you start first?
Yep. Yes. Colonel, good afternoon. No? I must say, maraming nakaka-miss sa'yo, no, sa EDSA. Yes. And for how many years, you've been very visible in, not just in the busway, no, pero kahit sa side streets,
Yeah.
no, the anti-colorum, everything else, hindi lang busway, the parking, yung mga illegally parked vehicles, everything, no? And alam nyo, parang, well, with all due respect to the past MMDA officials, no, you were one of the most visible and really on-ground official na talagang mismo nagmamando ng...
That's what my mom said.
Yes, and ang tawag nga, di ba, parang kamay na bakal. Everyone saw you as the most effective MMDA official on the ground. And so, marami tayong tanong doon. Pero
Oo.
unfortunately, one day, you were transferred to a division where eto sa akin, Tina, masyadong maraming magbe-benefit na enforcers, no? Because right now,
Ayan ba naman ang guro, diba?
yes, Colonel Nebria is now with the MMDA Traffic Education Division as supervisor.
That's right.
That's right. Okay. Marami tayong tanong dyan, Tina.
Let
No?
me...
No, because let me begin
Yes.
first, no?
Sige,
Colonel,
go.
every time we see videos on Facebook, whether it's from Gadget Addict or a normal citizen, no? One of my questions, parang hindi uniformed ang paraan nila to arrest or to apprehend a violator. So siguro magandang tanong natin, Tina, is if the Colonel can give us a rundown of your, say, module, di ba? Curriculum ninyo sa MMDA Academy.
Yes.
Kwento mo sa amin, Colonel, paano ba mag-apply? At pag nakapasok ka na, what are the trainings that you conduct?
Well, actually, we have already started professionalizing our ranks, no, our enforcers, and like what you have said, yung bakit magkakaiba, hindi uniform yung pag-apprehend, ano? So, we have established a protocol on this. We call it tagubilin, ano? Tagubilin. It's very simple. It's the step-by-step thing that you will say, and how are you going to approach a traffic violator, no? This also standardizes yung yung apprehension procedure namin, and at the same time, para walang makalimutan yung mga enforcers in as far as the apprehension is concerned. Ano ba yung violation, no? Very important, you greet, no? That establishes the communication between you and the motorist. Yung pag binati mo yan, it might change the situation. It lessens the tension, ano? So that's what we tell them, ngitian, batiin, magpakilala, no? So, ma'am, sir, good morning po. Ako po si Traffic Officer Bong Nebriha. Nakatalaga po ako sa EDSA. Ma'am, pasensya na po kayo. Pinara namin kayo dahil nag-violate po kayo ng disregarding traffic sign. As simple as that, to start a conversation or to, shall we say, break the ice,
Yes.
I think that's a good start. And lagi namin sinasabi na start on a good footing, you know. Yung traffic violation, it's not a sin, it's not a crime, no. Nagkamali lang. Maaring intentional or unintentional, but still it's just a traffic violation. It's as simple as that. Treat it that way. Do not treat it personally.
Yes.
No? So
Yes.
para hindi iinit ang ulo. But then again, As simple as that, yun lang yun. Then, kadalasan kasi, ang tension nangyayari, when you ask for the license already, parang ang feeling ng mga motorista, it's their personal thing. No,
Parang
hindi ko bibigay ito.
may resistance agad.
Oo, ayaw kong bigay ito. Baka mamaya kumpiskahin mo eh. Di ba? So we always explain to them na, ma'am, MMDA po, we do not confiscate. So we will just get your license, check the validity, check the authenticity, and then we will write you a ticket. Then after that, together with the ticket, we will return your license. Most, siguro mga 70 to 80%, that the tension will die down because of that, na alam nilang ibabalik
Hindi
mo.
kukunin.
The penalty itself, okay lang sa akin yun, babayaran ko na lang, di ba? Saan ko babayaran? And then malalaman nila, ma'am, online po. Pwede nyo
Convenient na nga, no?
Napaka-convenient. So, it doesn't take my time of work, of my family, na pwede nang bayaran. O sige, aminado naman ako, nagkamali ako eh. Kaya nga minsan, pag na-lessen na yung tension, na sabi mo, ma'am, madali lang po. Simple apprehension. We do not say the price, no? Yung magkano yung fines and penalties.
Fines,
kasi minsan nagkakaroon ng insinuation na
parang
nagpaparinig ka, parang gusto mo bigay ko na lang sa iyo kung magkano yung penalty. So we do not say that. Yun nga, these are the things that we've learned. I personally learned on the ground. So it's effective. And I find it effective. So, yun ang tinuturo namin ngayon sa mga enforcers. Not only to make it uniform, but also to make it easy and less tension yung mga situations natin.
Yes. And, Colonel, ngayon nakikita namin, sa busway ba, is it still the MMDA collaborating with the DOTR SAIC, or it's really under the SAIC na? Ang busway.
Yes,
ang busway lang.
Yes.
SAIC stands for?
Special Action and Intelligence Committee
on Transportation.
And that is not under?
That's under DOTR.
Oh.
That's their enforcement group, no?
Only for the EDSA busway.
Not only, marami yan. Lahat yan.
Oh.
Actually, it covers everything, maritime, air, then transportation. So, they also apprehend yung mga colorum, not only in Metro Manila. So, they go outside
Provinces?
Metro Manila. Oo. So, that's why during, like, for example, yung mga Exodus times natin, Undas, Mahal na Araw, yung holidays, yan, they deploy in different places.
Okay. This is GN Sky. Sana gawin nyo na lang weekly guest si Sir. Si Colonel. Pwede lang, diba? Busy si Colonel, guys.
Yes.
Quickie, stop breaking simple traffic rules. Do you have an idea on the demerit system, especially for public transport drivers? Pirate Radio says, mabuhay ka, Senador Bon.
Hindi po.
Oh my God. Ikaw, Steve, sir, balik na po kayo sa EDSA. Alex says, dapat po ma-apply sa lahat ng traffic enforcer, pati sa mga LGU traffic enforcer, hindi iba-iba proseso ng paghuli. Also, if we want the Philippines to develop or improve, we need discipline, and Sir Bong is a leader. We need to implement discipline. Idol Nebria from GN Sky. Quickie, ano pa po ba yan? Christian says, hello. Sir, si Exabit po nag-message. Hi Tina, question for Colonel Nebriha. Yes. May nabangga ako na pedestrian this morning who was jaywalking.
Okay.
Pero mabagal lang takbo ko that time, mga less than 10 kilometers per hour, kaya parang natulak lang siya patumba. I think senior na po siya. He refused to go to the hospital right away. I gave him my number and left since he said okay naman daw siya. Pero he'll go get a checkup din daw po. Today, he hasn't contacted me as of now. How many days or how long before mawala validity para maghabol po siya? If may ganun po ba sa atin? Ano ba tawag doon yung sa statute?
Prescription period. Actually, I think it's universal na ang prescription talaga is 2 years.
2 years, Colonel?
2 years.
So pwede ka habulin for
2 years.
Wow.
If there will be any complications that might have arise dun sa pagkabangga.
Oh, wow.
Ito legal kasi yan. Hindi ko alam kung we have the same prescription, but in the US ganoon ang nila, ang prescription period nila.
Okay.
So 2 years. And I think it's universal. Ang ganito na lang, sana kinuha niya rin yung number nung matanda so that he could also check on her kung ano nangyari. No?
Yeah, I would have done that at
Kasi
Sabit.
baka mamaya hindi nakapag ano.
Oh, 2 years.
Oh, 2 years yun.
Sir, Tony, our very own Tony from our Boys Night Out,
Yes.
being an effective enforcer, has he had any death threats? And bawal ba daw po talaga yung manyak tint? Sir, di ba ibawal
So
na lang
that's
ang
what you
tint?
call it, manyak tint.
Manyak tint, no?
I didn't know about that. Alam ko lang super dark eh.
Gosh. Kasi di ba, Colonel, sa States, bawal yung super dark.
Yes, of
Oo.
course. Dito, they try to pass a law. Pero again, ito katulad
Hindi
yan.
pumas-
If we will be implementing such law, then we need to have something to check it with, no? Kasi ano ba yung percentage nung tint mo, no? Pag we need to have something, maybe a tool to measure it na okay, papasa to, hindi. Kasi it's hard to implement. Sasabihin mo, oy, super dark to, hindi ka nakita. What's your basis, no?
Yes, sir.
What's your basis for telling na it's super dark? No?
Yes, sir.
So kailangan namin quantifiable. So mahirap 'yon. So ang maganda nito, yung natin, pwede nating gawin is i-regulate natin yung pagbenta. No,
Oh,
sasabihin
there you
natin,
go.
walang magbebenta ng ganitong
ganitong
grade
kadai.
na tint, no? So it's also hard kasi that will become the mandate of the Department of Trade and Industries, no?
Yes.
So hindi na traffic concern 'yon. Anyway,
Pero sorry, Colonel, pero pag nagawa yun, mababawasan yung mga politikong dumadaan sa busway. No?
Yeah.
Kasi may
Oo,
yan.
kita na sila, Colonel.
actually, ang inaano kasi natin dati, sa Amerika, bawal ka sa harapan, bawal sa yung front row, sa back lang at saka sa likod lang pwedeng mag-tint, no? But dito, hindi pwede. Well, mainit tayo eh. Tropical
Yes.
country tayo eh. So talagang may reason din kung bakit tayo nagtitint sa harapan, nagtitint tayo sa gilid. So, yun naman sa atin. But then again, yun nga, may sumusobra.
Yes.
Na super dark, hindi mo na makita yung love. If you remember, Tina, nagkaroon kami ng policy na bawal ang single sa EDSA. Yung
I remember that.
So, bawal ka?
bawal mag-isa.
Yes,
That's what we
yes,
mean by
yes.
that. Bawal mag-isa.
sa kotse.
Sa kotse, no? So kung mag-isa ka lang, we advise you na to take the inner roads,
Inner
no?
roads.
Or meron lang kaming time, may time
Parang
period,
window.
May window.
hour kami. So you do not pass EDSA on this prescribed period, and then you ka lang sa outside these times, ano?
Yes.
Yan din ang problema namin. Nung we tried to dry run the policy, sabi namin, hindi namin makita lahat eh.
Kasi nga,
Dahil sa tint.
Super dark eh, di ba?
Dahil sa
So, hindi namin makita. Kawawa naman yung makikita lang namin na sila lang i-apprehend namin. Paano yung iba na super dark?
aba Tony,
So, yun
Papi
ang
Tones,
ano.
paano ba yan?
Yun ang namin. Handicap namin. Ang tawag namin na handicap kami doon sa pag-apprehend. So, that's why it was eventually suspended. Kasi nga, parang it will be unfair to others, no?
Okay.
Unless na we can regulate or there's a system na pag super dark, parahin namin, itest namin yung tint. Sobra to sa prescribed na percentage ng UV protection. Then ka na. Huli ka na. But we did not have that kind of thing before. So na-discontinue yung policy niya.
And isa pang problema dyan, Colonel, no? Pagka mag-a-apprehend kayo sa gabi, it may be a light or medium tint, pero pagdating ng gabi, it will appear to be super dark na rin. di ba?
Yes, that's
So,
right.
maraming problema.
But believe it or not, si Gadget Addict came out with this do-it-yourself device.
To
Oh, using cell phone.
I mean, is that allowed, Colonel?
That's the thing. It's not allowed.
kailangan regulate ng government.
Regulated ng government. But the thing is, you can buy these things in the market abroad, no? Na
Hindi niya binili sa Shopee o Lazada.
ginawa niya lang eh.
Ginawa
Oh
niya
my
na.
gosh.
Do it yourself
Invention.
na eh. Do it yourself na eh. Based on the concept of how to detect yung mga parang heat sensing, So, may kita mo kung ilan yung tao sa loob.
Ang galing.
Ang galing eh. Ang galing pero sabi ko, hindi natin pwedeng gamitin to.
Yes.
So, what we did is parang testing lang. Ito, hindi ko makita to. Di ba? Kung ilan yung laman niya. Then titignan niya using that device under 3. See? Sabi ko, hindi natin nakikita kung ilan yung laman, but we cannot apprehend them kasi based on what we're using,
Yes,
alam
it's
natin
not-
tatlo pero hindi natin pwedeng
Yes.
hulihin. Diba? So,
Si Colonel, hindi pa tapos yung guesting dito. Nagre-request na yung mga listeners. Colonel, guest ka naman daw sa B&O. Sabi ni Thea. Shirtless daw pa pwede. Tony, you asked Colonel that when he guessed sa B&O. Jing says, sana back to basic, drivers must stop po pag may pedestrian lane. Need mo pa mag-hand gesture to stop. Madalas magbubusina pa sa inyo. Nakakainis daw, Colonel. Which, yeah, as a pedestrian, Colonel, why are Filipinos so insensitive when it comes to pedestrians? Sa parang sila lagi yung may right of way when really the pedestrians.
yes. Then we will go back to basics just like what he said. Let's go back to basics. Insensitive, that's the right word, Kasi talaga, the pedestrian is the most vulnerable road user on the road.
Apo.
Unprotected yan walang bubble yan like the car, di ba? So naglalakad lang yan, all that. So right now you will see in different videos, reels, YouTube, TikTok and all that, may kita mo yung mga pedestrian hit. I'm sharing it on my Facebook just to create an awareness,
Apo.
Meron yung talagang yung iba, carelessness, recklessness, na mag-overtake siya, may nakahintong bus sa or bus or truck sa pedestrian lane, mag-overtake pa siya, and hindi man siya mag-slow down, talagang kumakaripas pa siya. He didn't know that yung truck or yung bus na nandun, huminto dahil may pedestrian na crossing. So walang anticipation. So yun ang nagiging problema. Most of us, alam natin pedestrian lane yan, alam natin na we need to give way to pedestrians, pero yung bad habits develop along the way na kakagawa natin na hindi tayo nag-slow down sa pedestrian lane, na tsatsambahan natin na walang pedestrian lane.
So, Colonel, you're saying na to talagang disiplina.
Yeah, it's bad habits throughout the years that you have been doing wrong, and then suddenly yun. Katulad din sinasabi ko sa mga drivers na sineseminar namin sa MMDA. So these are the people na may 3 or 4 violations. Diba?
Wow.
So malamang public utility driver to.
Most of it, yes. Most of it. So, yan, magre-renew ng lisensya, and then suddenly they will find na meron pala akong violations. Pupunta ako ng MMDA, sasabihin ng MMDA, mag-seminar ka muna because you have so many violations. Diba?
Yes.
So, mag-seminar. Alam niyo, lagi sinasabi sa nila, alam niyo kung bakit kayo nandito? Bakit, sir? Biktima kayo ng maling akala. Sabi, so nagtataka sila, napapaisip sila, bakit maling akala? Akala niya walang enforcer. Di ba? You keep on
Try to
doing
get away
this.
with it.
Yeah, you keep on doing this, and then suddenly there was an enforcer
Yes.
na nahuli kayo.
Oo.
No? Kaya so palagay ko, hindi lang 4 ang violation nyo. It could have been more kung laging may enforcer dyan. Yeah.
Yes.
So but we cannot put, we are doing selective enforcement or selective deployment. Kasi nga, we only have so much personnel to man all the roads, di ba? So,
Yes.
talaga nagkakaroon ng ganun.
So, Colonel, personally, kayo, are you in favor of having the NCAP back?
Of course.
Talaga?
Of course. Kasi the NCAP, it's, it complements our deployment. In a way na yung mga blind spots namin, they're the ones
Pwede
covering it.
nang- oo.
So, alam mo na, and it also create deterrence. Kasi, wala kang enforcer, pero alam mo, may camera
Yes.
dito Maaari
Yes.
ang mahuli dito no? So yung ganung mga bagay, it helps us in the enforcement itself.
Yes. Pero
Colonel, I'm sorry, I'm
Go,
so
go.
sorry, but Negatron, wait, may galing sa Facebook. There you go. Give me 1 second. Bakit di po kaya mapatupad ang odd even scheme para mabawasan ang traffic from Tubiera, Chok, on
Okay.
Facebook?
The odd even scheme before is yung bawal ang odd Monday, bawal ang even na...
Yan naabutan kaya, Colonel. Kailan ba yan?
90s.
Way back.
Oh, yeah.
90s.
Pero that created another phenomena.
Yes.
Dahil nung in-implement namin yan, what people did is that they bought a new car.
Oh.
Because they can afford.
They can afford it, di ba?
That's right.
So, add ako ngayon, pumunta ka ng LTO, i-register mo, makikiusap ka.
Yes.
Boss, even naman kasi
Oo.
add yung isa ko di ba?
Oh,
In
that's
fact, Colonel,
right.
nung nauso yan, di ba? Sa dealer ka nga nakikiusap.
Yes,
Sa ahente.
yes.
Kahit hindi mo nahingin yung ahente mismo, alam na niya, ma'am, sir, ano bang ending plate mo ngayon para iiwas natin? Di ba? May ganun eh.
Yes. And even pati yung modified natin, number coding natin ngayon, ganun din.
Ganun din.
Bibili din because I have the cash.
Meron akong 1 and 2 ako 1 ako So, bawal ako ng Monday. Baka pwede mong gawin ganito yung di ba?
Or yung iba, Colonel, bumibili ng second hand, may plaka na. Di ba?
Exactly.
Para alam nila sigurado.
True.
Popoy says President Dabria 2028. Meron pa po, Liz asking, how about the loud muffler? So annoying. What is
Yes.
your policy on that?
There's a policy against that. Yung open pipe, bawal talaga yon. Again, hindi mo sasabihin na, you failed sa decibel, sa masyadong maingay ang tambucho mo. Hindi mo pwede sabihin yon. So you need to have a decibel
yes.
meter.
Oh my.
Decibel meter to check it. Papasa ba, hindi papasa, di ba? So I think it's 99 something or less than 100. Yun lang yung allowed.
Yes.
So, pag you go beyond that, then pwede mo i-charge. Again, these are the things na hindi na covered ng MMDA. Kasi you need to be deputized in doing that.
Okay.
You need to have this equipment and calibrated and certified to be used in enforcement. Ito mga gamit na to, and we do not have that.
At saka, Colonel, ilang LGUs kaya ang merong ganyang gadget?
I don't think they have it.
Konti rin, di ba?
No, I don't think they have it.
Even if you say one gadget per city, ang daming makakatakas pa rin kasi isa lang
Correct.
kada city. No?
Kaya nag-intensify din naman ang mga kapulisan natin because they're deputized by LTO. Then LTO rin nagsasagawa rin ng ganyan. But then again, with their thinly stretched deployment also, they can only do this once in a while. So nawawala talaga yung consistency of enforcement.
Just like the implementation of the DUI law natin, Noong araw, naalala ko, yung mga LGUs, umorder na sila ng, for example, if I remember, Makati and Parañaque, meron na, no?
Oo.
Pero after a while, Colonel, parang hindi na-enforce unless ma-involve sa accident. Naaamoy na lang nila, no? Parang hindi rin natin natuloy gamitin yan. Natigil yung mga breathalyzers.
Well, that's the thing, Kay. Ang problema kasi, ang DUI law natin is very specific. Ang sabi niya, ang manghuhuli lang LTO or deputize. So ngayon, kailangan mong ma-deputize.
So, sabihin kahit
for
PNP,
DUI.
hindi. Kahit police, hindi pala pwede manghuli ng DUI.
Unless they're deputized.
Okay.
Oo. So, pag na-deputize sila, then you need to be trained for DUI apprehension. Kasi very technical.
Oo. Ibang test, no?
Bawal mag-checkpoint, Bawal mag-checkpoint. Ibig sabihin, probable cause.
Yes.
Nakita mo pag-ewang-gewang, reckless pag-drive, hulihin mo, then you test the driver. Unang-una, sobriety test.
Yes.
Hindi mo agad i-breath analyzer yan. So, kailangan ma-videohan mo yung sobriety test niya na bagsak siya. Then, that's the time that you will proceed with the breath analyzer test.
Yes.
So, para makuha mo lang yung reading.
Measurement.
Parang final yan. Yung breathalyzer is the final
Yes, that's the
test.
final test.
Okay.
So, sobriety test muna. So, itong mga bagay na to, yun nga, di ba, New Year, yung kadalasan na marami tayong
Nasa labas iinom.
iinom, di ba?
Of course,
We
kasi
cannot do a
celebration.
checkpoint. We cannot even hold them paglabas na nila ng bar. Alam
bar.
natin na
Nakainom
nakainom, di ba?
Pero wala.
We cannot do that.
Why
So,
not? Because,
wala eh. It's not
It's not written,
it's not in the law.
oh my gosh,
So,
so we need stricter laws there.
We need stricter laws.
And
Like,
higher fines.
I think
Colonel.
it was Senator Raffy Tulfo who had a hearing on this na ano bang ginagawa natin. So he really checked on the law and sinasabi niya nga taasan na natin yung penalties. But then again, it's not only on increasing the penalty. So in the fundamentals of traffic law enforcement, hindi lang yung pagtaas but yung consistency.
Yes.
Kahit nga sabihin mong 1,000 lang yan, pero lagi kang nagkakandak ng operations dyan, and then mahuhulit ka na you will create this yung certainty of fact na alam nung yung risk of detection, no, i-increase the risk of detection. Alam nung tao na pag ako uminom, nag-drive ako, mahuhuli ako. And ang mahal ng penalty, you couple it with bigger penalties, and that's the time na talaga maiiwasan mo yung mga bagay
think
na
twice,
yes,
diba?
you will think twice. So,
Kasi, Colonel, tama ba yung ako, naisip ko laging suggestion, yung mga traffic violations, no? Okay, for some sectors, for example, busway 5,000. For some sectors, mabigat yung 5,000. Sa kabila naman, magaan lang ang 5,000. Ngayon, bakit wala nagsasuggest ng fine plus imprisonment? Tingnan mo kahit 1 day lang.
Are you for that? Like seriously, Colonel?
Imprisonment, hindi naman kasi...
Detention. A few hours.
At least for drunk drivers, I'd like imprisonment.
Well, ang mga na-imprison talaga yung mga when a traffic accident becomes a criminal offense, like yung reckless imprudence assaulting to physical injuries, homicide, mga ganun, di ba? So, ganun. But ito, it takes, we need to enact a law to do that. Ang inaano ko nga lang, if we really want to prevent it, yung consistency, and I need to salute the members of the SAIC because they are really very active in apprehending yung mga busway violators. Why do I say that? Sabi ko nga, if you have seen the faces of death that I've seen on EDSA, more particularly sa bus lane, sabi ko kahit walang batas susunod ka. But not everybody will have that chance to see what we've seen. The gruesome accidents that happened there. So akala nila, it will not happen to me. No?
Yes, lagi naman ganyan ang katwiran.
Yes.
Hindi mangyayari sa akin yan.
Yeah, precisely. Then you develop a bad habit.
Yes.
This bad habit will eventually catch up with you.
Yes.
And,
Colonel, so many people on playback messaging. Thank you guys, Negatron. I'll get to your questions in a bit. Miss Angel of Vantage Point Media. Hi, thank you so much for helping me get Colonel Labria here. If an ambulance counterflowed, but it's not an emergency, will it be liable for violations? Colonel, is there a penalty po ba? Pwede pang i-report yung mga ambulances na naka-siren kahit walang emergency. Notice this a lot pag traffic tapos papatayin sa toll gate or pag moving na. That's coming from Baba Gump and Negatron.
yes. Ang ambulance hindi siya exempted sa sa traffic violations, especially if he is not responding or carrying a patient. So even now, makikita mo yung sa sa busway, they have segregated yung types of ambulances. Meron yung patient transport, meron yung ambulance.
Okay.
Ang patient transport, ibig sabihin you're transferring him from one hospital to the other. It's lesser emergency in nature. Yung ambulance, yan yung critical. So, okay.
Maaring susundo o maaring sakay na.
Ang problema, kung susundo ka, we need a dispatch form.
Meron pala nun.
Meron nun. So, hindi ka
Parang
lang...
Colonel, emergency na, may dispatch form.
Yun nga kasi na-abuse di ba?
Okay.
Come to think of it, marami ng mga, for example, yung drugs na nahuli sa Batangas, saan nahuli?
Sa ambulance.
Ambulance, di ba? So, they're trying to beat the system by using this kind of vehicles for their own sinister plan or yung mga bad activities nila.
Yes.
No? So, we also need to be on our toes to look out for this, di ba? Hindi lang na we want to make sure na yung gagamit ng ambulance is yung may kailangan lang, and yung dadaan sa busway, kung dadaan man, yung mga karapat-dapat lang.
Okay.
Colonel Thea, again, yung mga jeepney hindi gumagamit ng headlight.
Ay, oo.
Nick Chan, keyword is disiplina and it goes both ways for motorista and pedestrians. Minsan yung pedestrian, entitlement mentality naman daw po, masyadong inaabuso. For pedestrians, please cross faster. Oh my goodness. Okay, wag naman yung parang naglalakad sa luneta.
Rumarampa, may ganun.
Ponyong, motorcycles making singit, even crossing the lane on the opposite lane, pero walang humuhuli. Colonel, what do you say about that?
Okay, yung pedestrians, like what I've said, pedestrians are the most vulnerable road user, and we need to just respect that, no? So, yes, tama ka yung pedestrians na nagcro-cross, wag naman parang namamasyal sa
Minsan magka-holding hands pa.
That's why I've been advocating na ang road safety is a shared responsibility,
Yes.
diba? Na lahat tayo may responsibilidad dyan. And even you as pedestrian, even though na pinagbigyan ka, maging responsable ka naman na tumawid ka ng mabilis. Hindi ko naman sinasabi tumakbo ka, pero do it in a pace na it will also give way to other motorists. Ano? So, yun lang yun. Kaya nga tayo, ang dami na nating footbridges eh. Halos lahat ng major intersections, footbridge na. Why? Kasi yung signalized na nga siya, minsan hindi pa sinusunod. Like what happened in Taft Avenue. Remember that?
Yes.
Tumatawid na dalawa.
The big bike.
Yung big bike, right? Namatay yung isa. Seriously injured yung isa at saka yung biker. So, that's what I mean. Go yung vehicle, naka-stop yung pedestrian, pero tumatawid yung pedestrian. That's what I'm saying na, yes, mali yung kasi nabangga niya may namatay mali yung motorista. What I'm saying is that yung mga pedestrians, if they have been responsible enough, protected na nga yun protected lane na nga yun. Meron ka ng linya, meron ka ng guhit, just follow it.
Hindi may pedestrian traffic light? Wala.
Yun ang hindi ko alam, pero
but anyway, naka-green ng vehicle.
Yes, naka-green ng vehicle.
Colonel, I hope na sana maghigpit na daw po LTO at MMDA sa mga kamote riders na walang alam sa traffic rules at hope na sana magkaroon ng dual number coding scheme, meaning base sa 2 numbers ang coding po.
Parang
That's
parang
from 1995 po.
Yes. Yung number coding kasi, yung nga sinasabi ko, it just creates another problem for us Makikita nyo ang number coding natin ngayon may window hours pa. Di ba? May window hours pa.
10 to 5, 7 to 7.
Just give them that freedom to travel, no? Pero yung sa mga rush hours natin, i-limit lang natin kung sino pwedeng bumiyahe. Sana nga sinasabi nga namin na sana lahat na lang sumunod, no? Pero talaga meron yung galing Bulacan, pagdating ng Metro Manila, inabutan na ng coding hours. So talagang they mix up with the
Hello to Baba Gump, John Catral. How would you classify po if it's an emergency, yung ambulance? Si Berto po sabi, tatawid ng mabagal tapos nakasenyas pa kamay. Colonel, ano po masasabi niyo sa motorcycle lane along Commonwealth? Hindi na po nasusunod. Mga kamoteng nagkakalat sa lahat ng lanes.
That's why we cannot have the best of anything at all dito sa Pilipinas kasi we have all the laws, we have all the infrastructures. We just need to be responsible in using it. Hindi kasi lagi ko nito tinuturo sa mga nagsiseminar. Lagi sinasabi sa kanila, we are so focused on the punitive aspect ng enforcement. Magkano ba to? Like what you've said, kaya ko to So, does it mean that you will just violate it because you can afford the penalties for it? Mali lagi ko sinasabi, ang bottom line ng lahat ng traffic rules and regulations is road safety. No? Na if you will violate it, there are consequences na una, ikaw ang maaring ma-aksidente or pangalawa, ikaw ang makaka-aksidente. In both cases, talo ka.
Yes.
It has an economic impact on you, no? So, yun yung lagi kong pinapaalala. Actually, Tina, nagkaroon ako ng consistent, yung talaga yung relentless operation against walang helmet.
Namimigay pa nga kayo, umabot sa point, namimigay kayo
I saw that,
yung mga construction workers na nahuhuli namin kasi they need 3 days of work just to pay for the penalty. So, namimigay kami nun. But the thing is, we've been consistent. Relentless operation siya. Makakita kami ng walang helmet, paparahin namin ng ganun. And then, suddenly, nagkaroon na ng social media trend na napapansin ko, ako pinag-uusapan.
Huwag kayo mag-helmet para bigyan kayo libre.
Baliktad Ang sabi nila, huwag kayong dadaan ng EDSA, nandiyan sinebrihan ang huhuli ng walang helmet. No? Now, it created another, shall we say, bad precedent na hindi yun ang gusto ko mangyari. Ang gusto ko mangyari, mag-helmet ako, dahil protektado ako. It protects me kapag sumemplang ako. Hindi yung dahil huhulihin ako kaya ako nag-helmet.
So takot, di ba?
Yes.
Opo.
Well, it's part, yung fear of fine, it's part of the deterrence process, no? But the thing is, we need to focus more on safety.
Safety.
Right?
Alam mo, ang dami naman talagang motorists, no, Colonel Tina, na especially bikers, no? Whether big bikes or small bikes. Diyan lang ako.
Yes.
Nakachinelas. Yung pangay sa Colonel, no? Alam mo, ever since, no, I like ko sinasabi sa mga tao, we already have enough laws.
Totoo yun. We just need to implement it.
Enforcement ang kulang, no?
Boils down to
Enforcement.
And ano nga? Disiplina, Colonel.
Yung ano lang, Colonel, hanggang ngayon, ito, especially every Wednesday's Magic, no? I live in the South, so minsan nagkotse ako dito pagkatapos ng programa namin. Iinit talaga ulo mo sa traffic, no? So since then, I've been using my two wheels, no? Nag-scooter ako papunta.
Totoo.
Mas nakikita ko pag nakamotor ako, mas marami ako napapansin. Okay, so one is, hanggang ngayon, marami pa rin nakachinelas.
Yes.
Pangalawa, marami pa rin
Even on EDSA?
Oo.
Oh my.
Ito, yung hindi nag-helmet, meron pa rin. Hindi ganun karami, pero
But
meron
still,
pa rin.
oo.
Wala lang sila sa EDSA. Nasa side street sila. Di ba? Siyempre, yung mga mentality, kilala ko, taga dito ako, kilala ko yung kapitan, yung tanod.
Oh, gosh.
Kaya okay na walang helmet, di ka ulihin dito. Di ba? Pero
Colonel, pwede ba yun? Kunyari nasa barangay ka, pwedeng, the
actually,
kapitan can't apprehend, diba? Kasi wala silang...
Kung hindi sila deputized, wala silang paniket. So, but the thing, Tina, nakakatuwa nito. One time nag-ooperate kami. Lahat ng nakamotor doon sa barangay na pinuntahan namin, walang helmet. Apparently, naglabas sila ng ordinansa na pag nandun ka sa barangay na yun, bawal mag-helmet.
What?
Kasi yung mga riding in tandem
riding in
daw,
tandem.
hindi raw nila nakikita, kailangan daw nila makita sa CCTV yung mga muka. So, baliktad. So, pag pupunta ka sa barangay, magtatanggal ka ng helmet. So, sabi ko, mali po The ordinance cannot supersede the national law.
There you
Yes,
go.
yes.
The ordinance cannot supersede. Okay.
You know, I remember there were a number of cities, one in Ilocos, one in the Visayas, no, na nagpasa ng ordinansang bawal mag-helmet sa syudad nila o sa bayan nila. But I think binawi rin nila, Colonel, no? Because you know, they realized, buti na lang, no? Na hindi talaga...
Simpleng-simple lang. Ikaw nagbomotor ka. Simpleng-simple lang. You cannot say.
Right.
Isang bato lang katapat mo dyan.
Oo.
Oh.
Maliit pa yung bato na yun. Diba? Maliit na bato lang. Buhangin lang.
And we give them percentages na ito, pag naka-helmet ka, sa simpleng-simple lang mo, your survival rate increases by 50%.
Yes.
Colonel, sabi ni Steve, how about yung same clock ng pedestrians and yung pag-turn right ng mga cars tapos ending di na makapag-right yung cars kasi red na, particularly BGC and Makati po?
BGC is private. I do not know the timing that they uses. Ang sa amin, yung mga timing na yan, we simulate it. So sinisimulate namin, may simulator kami. So that's why we have the base timing for that. So kung kailangan namin mag-adjust, that's the time that we will adjust based on that base sa simulator na lumabas. Ano? Actually, ang difference ng for a big intersection, ang standard difference yan from yellow to red is 4 seconds. Yan ang standard. But then, yun nga sinasabi namin, maraming hindi nakakapag-cross, no, sa sobrang haba. Alam mo naman ang Pilipinas. Kaya niligyan natin ng timer para alam. Pag one na lang, huminto ka na. Hindi yung diretso ka pa kasi hindi mo na talaga makakross. But then again, baliktad may one pa ako.
Hahabulin yun.
So, yung pati yung mga HPG escorting VIP, papatabihin yung mga sasakyan para makauna sila. Pag hindi ka nakatabi, papagalitan ka pa ng motorcycle escorts. From Tony Rahino po, Colonel Labria, do you think we need road safety education in the Philippines? What is your stand about it? Thank you po.
I believe na yung there was an issue about was it comprehensive CSE yung sex education? Di ba na pinapanukala na i-include sa curriculum. Sabi ko if we can include that kind topic or module in our curriculum, why not road safety?
Yeah.
Di ba?
Opo.
Eh doon, pag nagkamali ka, makakabuhay ka ng tao.
Oh.
Eto, pag nagkamali ka, makakamatay ka ng tao. I think,
Right.
well, I think road safety is a very important life skill that we all need to possess.
Oo, kasi whether you drive, you ride, or you are
A pedestrian.
pedestrian
Lahat.
Di ba?
Lahat.
At saka importante yun, Colonel, no? Kasi hindi naman lahat ng bata merong guide o may yaya o may nanay na sumusundo
Correct.
sa paaralan, di ba?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Karamihan dyan, ang kasama nila, kaedad classmates sila.
Yes.
Pare-pareho silang bata, ano?
Kaya road crash is the number one or is the leading cause of death from ages 5 to 29. Because ang bata, maliit, iba yung perception niya, iba yung peripheral niya, iba yung layo ng tingin niya.
Yes.
So, and mischievous, mapaglaro, malaro, di ba?
Oo. Sa mga truck, hindi na sila. Nasa
No
blind
sense
spot
of-
na sila ng mga truck.
No sense of
Bus.
safety. Kaya
Yes.
napakadelikado para sa mga bata.
Colonel, I want to apologize to somebody calling, probably wants to ask you a question. Malas po ako sa phone line eh, laging nadidisconnect. But si Tony po and another person, my baby daddy, Colonel, he also deals with culture, yung mga nakikisuyo. Yung mga riders daw po ba using the bike lane, acceptable na ba?
Hindi acceptable. Just before I came here, I watched a video nag-a-apprehend yung mga MMDA. I think this was in EDSA, Buendia or Kalayaan, I guess. So nag-a-apprehend sila ng mga motorsiklo na nasa bike lane, ano. We do not allow it. Then may nag-share naman sa akin ng video na yung enforcer parang pinapayagan niya naman yung motor sa
bicycle lane.
Oh. So, sabi napaka-inconsistent nyo. Well, I cannot answer for that kasi wala na ako sa enforcement. Ano? Pero kanina nakita ko nanguhuli sila, which is good.
Yes.
No? Then again, like what I've said, we can only alter the behavior of this motorist if we will be consistent with our enforcement. Kasi kung we'll do it today,
Bukas, wala
not
na
tomorrow, not on the next day, then they'll just beat us up dun sa mga days na wala tayo doon. No?
Yes.
And it, like what I've said also, na pag wala yan for a certain period of time, na lagi nilang ginagawa, it develops into a bad habit that might be the cause of an accident in the future.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh, sa Bohol daw, no helmet policy? Sa Bohol? San doon, Chad?
Certain towns.
Which-
I
are-
think they
which-
have, may mga lugar na bawal mag-helmet.
Oh my
like what I've
goodness.
said kanina.
Okay.
Anyway, Colonel, going back to, perfect example, yung sa yellow box natin, ano. Sa yellow box, may oras yan eh. That, the traffic enforcer, sila mismo magtuturo sa mga nakamotorsiklo. Lumapit ka dito, lumapit ka. Okay. Siguro, mamang enforcer gusto niya baka makabawas ng traffic sa likod. Abante ka dito, pasok ka sa yellow box.
Okay.
O the following day, ibang oras, umaga,
Walang
itong pobreng pumasok sa yellow box. So an enforcer comes and sabi niya, sir, ganun din. Ang gulo ninyo, kahapon lang po, mismo enforcer nagpapasok sa akin sa yellow box.
Yeah.
Why now? Ginawa ko lang ulit. Why are you apprehending me, no? So,
Meron kasing meron tayong hierarchy na sinusunod. So basically, ang pinaka-top is traffic enforcer. So kung may traffic enforcer dyan, you follow his signal. No?
okay.
So kung pinago ka niya, pinapunta ka niya doon, maybe he's in control of that intersection na alam niya kung sino yung ipapagaw niya. No? So pinapauna ka niya na yan para mga motor kasi mabilis sumarangkada.
Yes,
So they will be
yes.
gone in a second, di ba?
Yes.
So not like cars na mabagal yung arangkada.
swabe,
Swabe,
alis
di ba? So may ganon. Ay yung sa hierarchy, enforcer na susunod. So pwede yun. Pero kung wala yung enforcer, the traffic light kicks in.
Yes.
So
you have to follow.
all the pavement markings
You
you
have
need to
to.
follow. So hindi yung pwedeng sabihin mo na hindi kahapon pinayagan kami.
Yes.
Walang enforcer. Eh.
Oo.
So kung walang enforcer, ang ifa-follow mo signal lights and the pavement markings.
Markings,
So
tama.
again, some of our drivers do not know that.
Oo.
Colonel, worst traffic area in Metro Manila?
EDSA is the most congested in the Philippines.
EDSA.
Yeah.
One traffic rule most drivers forget.
Disregarding traffic sign.
Dream car.
Dream car, BMW.
Anong series ba yan? Diba?
Nakita ko naka-apprend ako ng i8 one time eh. Sabi ko, wow.
Ay, nakita ko yun.
Oh, wow.
i8.
Oh.
I've never even heard of an i8.
Oo nga, ako rin eh.
Gosh. What's worse daw, Colonel? Reckless drivers or jaywalkers?
Reckless drivers.
Okay, I will say the last question, but ang dami. Oh my gosh, Colonel, I think kailangan may round 2 kayo. Meron pang request, mag-BNO daw kayo. Any comments po sa mga footbridge na mukhang theme park ride sa taas?
Itong mga footbridges kasi, we have restrictions din eh. Yung clearances. So yung makikita yung sinasabi nila yung Mount Kamuning, yung Mount Kamuning na ano. Kasi meron tayong MRT sa baba and we need to with
space,
the clearance
opo.
between that electric cable that
Yes.
they have, so kailangan namin taasan. Akala ko nga walang tumatawid dyan eh, but you know what, one time nung nasa EDSA ako, papatrol akong ganyan, then I saw an old woman coming down. Sabi ko, hinto mo. Inakyat ko yung matanda just to assist her, di ba? Inakyat ko. Sabi ko, ma'am, mas mabuti siguro po kung lalakad kayo sa Timog because sa Timog, meron tayong pedestrian lane doon. So you do not need to go up. Mahirap din po kasi ito, no? Alam mo, sabi ng matanda, sir, I suffered from stroke and this has been my exercise since you built it.
Wow.
Ito yung exercise niya. I mean, sabi ko, ay, sige ma'am, it's my bad na alalayan ko.
Pero baka hindi ba too much exercise for...
It could be, no? Pero,
Tapos pag nadapa, sisina naman
yes,
tayo.
wag lang sana. Which I also reminded her na sana ma'am huwag niyong gawin to pag umuulan. Kasi medyo madalas. Kasi it's a steel footbridge. So, madalas.
Grandeur, Mount Shaw Boulevard, which one is that? Saan po yun?
Yung, ano daw?
Yung
Footbridge?
Yung footbridge, ano daw po, Mount Shaw Boulevard.
Shaw Boulevard. Wala pa ako nakitang mataas na footbridge doon. You need to try Mount Kamuning, sinasabi nila.
Oo nga, parang na-curious tuloy ako.
Skyway to heaven nga raw yan.
Colonel Lebriha, baka naghahanap ka ng bagong ride or something. Owagi ba? Tama? Owagi. Owagi is having a road show. It's called On the Move Roadshow 2025 po. Feb 20th to 23rd. That's tomorrow. SM Mega Mall Fashion Hall. So there's Cherry.
Bike. Link & Co.
And Photon.
Yeah,
so if you guys want to do test rides, freebies, there's free after-sales service consultation, exclusive perks. Then, Chito Miranda performs on the 22nd. Bakit Chito lang? Wala yung parokya. Ganun.
Baka. Hindi pupunta si Colonel dyan. Walang BMW.
But again, check out the Owagi On the Move Roadshow 2025. Colonel, please implement truck ban again from Bicro. And then, sino pa ba? Si Kosan, kapag inalaw ang motor mag-counterflow kahit walang enforcer, nagka-counterflow sila. Again, ang masasabi po ni Colonel dyan, disiplina na naman. Yes. Colonel, one last question. If you could change one thing about Metro Manila's traffic system, what would it be?
I think not the traffic system, but the urban development.
There you go. We were just talking about that, Colonel.
It's the urban development. We should have been proactive before on how are we going to develop Metro Manila. All the things that we're doing right now is just to parang
Band-Aid.
Not really Band-Aid, pero we're trying to solve a problem that will eventually create more problems in the future. Kasi talagang mali. I mean, the Skyway is very good, no? But time will come na mapupuno na rin yan.
Oo, kasi ngayon meron ng oras, Colonel, napuno di ba? Certain exits, gapang sa umaga.
Gapang, di ba?
Goodness,
so, I mean, that will happen. Then sinasabi nga nila, maglagay tayo ng second level ng EDSA, di ba? The people do not know na more roads will entice more people to buy new cars.
Yes.
More cars, right? So, we need to really change our mindset na mag-commute tayo, di ba? Use mass public transportation. But of course, sinasabi ng tao, how efficient, how effective is the mass public transport. So that's what we want to prove. The best thing that ever happened to EDSA, I think, is the busway.
Yes.
Cutting the travel time of commuters by 50%.
Ayan po, sabi ni Grandeur nga po, wag alisin bus carousel, much better sa commuters.
I think the former na ba si Secretary Bautista?
Former na. Si Secretary Dizon na, Vince Dizon
took over already?
Yes.
Effective?
Yeah.
Okay, anyway, nagsabi naman si former Secretary Bautista na hindi na tatanggalin yung bus carousel.
Ang hirap lang kasi, Colonel, actually, I haven't tried the carousel kasi ang hirap ng tatawiran eh.
Yeah.
Ang layo.
Yeah. Totoo yun.
Opo.
Again, commuting is not for everyone. It's easier said than done, na mag-commute tayo. It's not for everyone. I mean, talagang we need to improve our transportation in a way that it should be seamless. Na kung magta-tricycle ka, pagbaba mo na tricycle, nandiyan yung jeep na kailangan mo sakyan.
Yes,
then yung jeep mo, it will connect you to the bus.
Yes.
So, wala pa tayo doon eh. And of course, ang weather natin is tropical. It's hotter.
And
so, again, kahit sabihin nga namin, mag-bike ka na lang. May bike lane tayo, mag-bike ka. Kung less than 10 kilometers yung yung home to work mo, mag-bike ka na lang. But then again, pagdating mo sa opisina, wala ka naman shower facility. Di ba? So, paano yun? May pawis na pawis ka naman. So,
daan sa Rexona, sir.
So, all of these things, we really need a holistic approach on the responsibilities, yung ano yung take ng mga private companies, ano yung dapat gawin ng gobyerno, on our part, ano naman yung dapat natin gawin. So, talagang
sabi ni Dindin, bakit daw hindi dami ng MRT trains? Saan pa natin nilalagay?
Actually, maganda naman yung kasi ang problema natin sa Metro Manila is urban migration eh. Ang daytime population natin is 13 million. Pero ang population natin is 13 million. Ang daytime population natin is 15. So saan nagagaling yung 2 million? It comes from Bulacan.
Neighboring.
It comes from Rizal. It comes
Laguna.
from
Batangas, Laguna, Cavite.
Oh, yeah. But we have trains now. Come to think of it, we have the MRT7 that will connect to San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. We have the
Is that, but it's not operational.
Not yet.
Okay.
But I mean, that's the purpose of it.
Apo.
So we have the LRT2 that will connect to Antipolo, sa Rizal. And then we have the LRT1 that will eventually reach Cavite, no? So all of this, maiwasan na natin dumami yung 2 million vehicles yan, dumagdag pa dito. Well, my figures was what? When I was still on EDSA, no? So, it might have changed. It might have changed right now. So, but then again, malaking kabawasan yon. And that's what the government is doing. Yan yung mga long-term, natin. But then, meron din tayong, yung Pasig Ferry. It's an alternative mode of transportation.
Oh, nasabukan ko na yan pre-pandemic.
Nako, bukas na yung Esplanade na ginawa nila dyan sa Manila.
That? Ano po yan, Colonel?
They developed the Esplanade between the Chinese Friendship Bridge to Jones Bridge. Dinevelop niya yan. Ang ganda, makikita mo yung sunset ng sa Manila Bay. And then at the same time, may mga
restaurants sa tabi.
Yes.
So, libre ba yan? Colonel?
Libre, magbabayad kayo.
No, I mean yung sakay sa, meron kasi.
Walang, yung ferry may
bayad na
very
po,
minimal.
tama. Okay. I wanna try that again. We should try that.
Yeah.
Oo.
Soon.
My gosh, I can't believe that the hour went by just like that. So many messages I can't get to. I'm so sorry, guys, but Colonel only has an hour today. Hopefully, we'll have him back. But the boys also, gusto nila sa boys din daw. Feeling ko, yung mga didiscuss nyo dyan, Colonel, manyaktit.
Hindi maglilive si Colonel ng umaga. Umaga ba yung boys night? Ay, boys night out is...
Boys night out. Sila Tony ngayon, right after.
Mamaya.
Colonel, where can we catch you? Your social media pages?
My Facebook is, I'm more active on Facebook. That's Edson Bong Lebrija. Please monitor it. I come out with, different road safety tips. I'm using it as a platform to create awareness. Dahil that's what we need. If that's the only thing that I can do for now, I'll do it. Para matuto yung mga kababayan natin.
There you go. Para matuto kayo, guys. Okay? Yun lang. But anything else you want to say to Colonel before we let him go? Because, oh my gosh, they refuse to let him go.
Ang dami kong tanong, kaya lang mas binabasa mo yung listeners natin.
I know, diba? Because this show is about
know,
them.
I know.
Thank you all so much for participating. They've been so active. You guys are wonderful.
Thanks to all who messaged us on Facebook and Playback.
Oh, yeah. Ang dami, Colonel.
Alam mo, Tina, maybe we can, I hope there's gonna be a part 2 with Colonel Bong. Kasi,
I think so, Colonel.
Ang
dami pong nakahang.
Yeah, based on the questions, ang nasa isip nila, si Colonel Lebria, nasa enforcement pa rin sa EDSA. So si Colonel, like what I told you earlier, no, very naging very effective ka sa EDSA. So maybe next time part 2 is, alam mo, Tina, marami pa akong gustong tanong kay Colonel about enforcement. No?
Yes.
Since yun ang tinuturo niya ngayon, yun ang ginagawa ngayon sa MMDA. But yeah, maybe for next time, no?
Exactly.
he can come
Colonel,
back.
we do hope to have you back. Ayan, si Noel from Gibraltar pa, oh. Thank you so much, Colonel Nabria.
Thank you, Tina and Egay, for having me.
It's been an honor. You guys, we'll catch you back on next week. We
Yes.
have Honda
Pro
Jason and somebody else, I forget.
Yes.
But hopefully the boys will be back as well, talking about Don Joseph and Wigamboa. So Tina Ryan signing off. Catch me back on Friday Madness. Again, thank you all so much for participating. We love you all. Have a nice day and hang on tight for the boys.
Magic 89.9. Magic 89.9.